An extension of the city's capital improvement program sales tax sailed to an easy victory today, with more than 80% of voters approving the measure. Our Greg Kozol is in the newsroom with the city's Communication and Community Engagement Director, Mary Robertson, to talk about the projects the tax will finance in the coming years. Greg?
Thank you, Charles. I'm here with Mary Robertson, the Communications Director for the City of St. Joseph, and also the liaison with the Citizens Committee on the Capital Improvements Program tax. Like Yogi Berra would say, deja vu all over again. This thing has now passed 8 times. What do you attribute to sort of the enduring success of this measure at the polls?
I think 2 things. I think one is that every time the voter goes, they're going to be seeing the list that exactly will be done with the money that comes in. And secondly, I think it's an opportunity to really assess what those capital needs are in the community. It's a half-cent sales tax, so we get a good percentage of it that comes in from people who don't live here but utilize the services. So I think there's a good track record with the CIP over the last 30 years, and voters know exactly what they're voting on, and they see that the projects are completed.
82% approval this year. To your knowledge, has this tax ever gotten more than 80%?
We have not gotten more than 80%. Our highest previously is 78%. So this is a new win for us tonight.
I suppose a win's a win, but what do you think about that level of support?
Well, I think it's great. You know, the bigger picture, I wish that we had greater voter turnout than what we do, but you know what, we'll take 82% support on the tax.
What do you think are some of the things on this project list that really appealed to voters and that voters are going to notice in the next coming years?
So the CIP is all about the streets and infrastructure, public safety, recreational amenities, economic development. All of that is a package that completes what progress looks like in our community. So if you look at all of those aspects, we're building a new fire station in the south side. The current fire station is over 100 years old. It's not conducive to the health and well-being of our firefighters, so it benefits them. It also benefits the community to having that newer modern station. We are also addressing 2 elementary schools that will see sidewalks, so it's a safety issue for kids. We've got an Easttown Business Park project. $3 million will be put into the second phase of the Easttown Business Park, providing some infrastructure. That's always good news for the economic development aspect, where companies looking to relocate here, they want shovel-ready ground, so having that done will certainly help. We're looking at a large project on Cook Road out by the new elementary school out there that will create a safer traffic and pedestrian movement out there.
Do you think this tax has evolved from its original purpose to address some of these other amenities in the city?
That's very interesting, and we had that conversation earlier that if you look over the CIP, the 30 years of the CIP, it has changed and evolved, and having an election every 5 years, a new campaign every 5 years, really gives the committee that opportunity to assess what the needs are in the community, what the capital needs are in the community. You know, some cycles have focused on building new, shiny new recreational amenities, new buildings, new projects. The current CIP cycle that we're in was very heavy on streets and infrastructure. So each of the campaigns take a focus, they have a theme. It's either maintaining, it's building new, it's taking care of public safety needs, more so it's taking care of streets and infrastructure. So each campaign has really its own focus. And it changes from cycle to cycle.
I was watching you tonight when the returns came in. You didn't want to call this until it was over 95%, and this thing was winning big. You play it pretty carefully, don't you?
I am very superstitious about that. I've been, dealing with the CIP campaign for the last 29 years, and I never like to call an election until I know 100% is in.
Well, this one was not a nail biter.
It was not a nail biter, no. But again, 82%, that's huge, and we're very appreciative of the voter support.
Okay. Mary, Communications Director and also the liaison with the CIP committee, I guess real briefly, what kind of work went into kind of getting this project list on the ballot for the voters?
You know, it was a great committee. We had 24 individuals from across all demographics and geographic sections of the city, and they spent really several weeks just poring over a review of the projects. They gave good due diligence to the projects, and I think came up with a great list that the voters supported.
Okay. Mary Robertson, Communications Director for the City of St. Joseph, a big win tonight for the CIP tax, another 5 years.
Yep. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.